Please check the description and report this cunt. Thank you. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Titan here once again, and 2 days ago, if you saw my supply drop opening, you would know that I got the NX ShadowClaw, and in my supply drop opening, I was kind of sad that I got this weapon, but oh man, if I would only knew. Well, I played with this thing and I felt like fucking Robin Hood, and I take everything back that I said in my previous video, that I didn't want this gun. Now I actually love it. But before we get into this gameplay commentary and my thoughts on the ShadowClaw, I would really appreciate if you guys could show some love and drop a thumbs up on this video, because some crazy gameplay is about to come, and maybe even share it if it's not too much to ask. But the NX ShadowClaw seemed like a weapon that is completely useless. But after playing a lot of hours with it, I found out some things about this arrow spamming machinery. Of course, we started off with only a single ShadowClaw in our hands, but in the next gameplay we have the dual wield, which is just absolutely insane. However, first let's see how this single-handed spamming machine does. First, I wasn't too happy about it, but practice is needed with the ShadowClaw, since granted, you can spam arrows with it, but the arrows don't just fly straight where you shoot them. They actually have a distance drop time, which means that after a set distance, which I might add is really short one, the arrows start pulling towards the ground so they don't fly straight. So when you try going for people who are in medium or long range, aiming way above their head would be the best choice, since only then you would have a chance of hitting them. But even then, if they move their pinky toes, you will miss. But just to point out, the most satisfying kills that you can get are those unexpected one-shot, one-kill long-range kills with the Shadow.
Really, nigga?
Claw. And I'm not even kidding, and that one hit marker sound that it makes when you hit your shot, oh man, I probably sound like a damn nerd right now, but it's okay. Now, moving towards the dual wield, where the fun begins. Here's a math question for you. If one ShadowClaw equals to an arrow spamming machine, what does 2 ShadowClaws equal to? No? No? Actually, let me show you the answer. Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous, and the gameplay that you're watching now on Nuketown, I went on a 16 kill streak with the ShadowClaw only, so it is a pretty damn good gameplay, especially towards the end, where I actually died off me being an idiot and not be able to aim properly. And at the end, I show my final score, which is 68 and 12 with ShadowClaw on Nuketown. Of course, kill streaks were helping me a little bit, just a little bit, but even the gameplay after this one, I went on a 10 to 12 kill streaks again, so this should prove that this weapon is not useless at all, at least for me, since a lot of people knew it already. But the dual wield ShadowClaw is just amazing. I was dropping people left and right, and the best way to handle the dual wield is to not spam with both of your ShadowClaws at the same time, but to actually shoot in a 1-2 kind of step, meaning to shoot your left one and after shooting the right one, and so on, so you won't run out of arrows that quick, and that tactic actually works. Now, the tri-bolt I haven't tried yet, but I assume that is not bad either, since with that attachment you can shoot 3 arrows that fly out on a wider angle, which is way better than the dual wield at close combat, because if someone is somewhat close to you, you will hit them 90% of the time, and the other 10% is you shooting at the birds in the sky. Now, I am trying to work my way up to unlocking the dark matter camo for these beasts, and after playing only a couple of hours, I am almost there. The only thing that I have to complete is kill 50 people without any attachments and get another 50 kills without any perks. I feel like none of these would be a problem, since they are just 50 kills really, with or without attachments or perks. Doesn't really matter, for me at least, especially if I play Nuketown. But there is something that I wanted to mention and I am really curious about, and that is the daily and weekly contracts. And I was wondering, when are we going to get some daily or weekly contracts or challenges? So if anyone of you guys might know something about it, I would appreciate if you bros could write it down in the comments down below, since I am actually curious what we can hope from these contracts. And again, it makes me think that we'll get some super cool stuff and hopefully another weapon bribe or something. Also, I heard a lot of people complain about the weapon bribe and the whole supply drop system as a whole. And there is pretty much an issue with the system still, and that issue hasn't been addressed yet, and that is having duplicates from the supply drops. Now, I heard people say that they got another MX Garand from their weapon bribe, and they already had it, or another melee weapon, and that is kind of sad, since you may have a weapon from before, and then you grind out your weapon bribe, and you get the same exact drop that you already had. I think this needs to be fixed somehow, maybe code the system in a way that it can read what unique weapons you may have and exclude those when you open a supply drop, or I don't know, weapon bribe maybe, or just simply make the weapons tradable, I guess, but that probably won't really happen. But we're getting close to the end of this video, and I would like to thank you guys so much for all the support lately on my channel, for the views, for the likes, for the subscribes, everything. I'm really happy that you guys enjoy my content and you show the support that you do enjoy it, and that means really a lot to me. Now, don't worry guys, I haven't forgotten about the Q&A, I just didn't really have time to, you know, answer all those questions, but next up, we should have the Q&A done, hopefully maybe in a video or two, I don't know really, but don't worry, I didn't forget about it, and you will see the Q&A probably next week or maybe even this week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe to my channel if you're new. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.